Wholeheartedly speaking, I don't know anything about what it takes to become the Pope. I don't know much about the Catholic faith. However, I heard MAGA is mad about the choice, so that will let me know that it was a good choice. Don't ask me how I know, but anything that make MAGA mad makes me happy. I do know that.
Hear ye. Your woke news for the day. The unwoke Republic have been making their petty comments in regards to the new Pope Leo. It turns out that the new Pope is actually on the side of humanity. Ha! New trend alert. The black people have responded with end quote.
MAGA has been having a full-on toddler-level temper tantrum on the internet over the new selection of the Pope. Cardinal Robert Prevost, the first American Pope who now goes by Pope Leo, has got MAGA completely fuming. Leading MAGA figures like Looney Laura, Jack Poserbeck, and Charlie Cuck have been calling him things like a woke Marxist, anti-Trump globalist. They are so mad that he supports George Floyd and open borders. And it probably doesn't help that he was born in Chicago and is a naturalized Peruvian citizen. And it probably really doesn't help that he retweeted a post that was criticizing the deportation of Kilmar Garcia. He included a quote that said, "Do you not see the suffering? Is your conscience not disturbed? How can you stay quiet?" Apparently, the Vatican has already called Trump in regards to this whole situation, and you have J.D. Vance trying to make peace offerings to the Pope. I think these MAGA influencers may have pissed off the wrong people. I myself am not a super religious person, but there is one thing that I do know, and that is that you leave the Pope alone.
You'll never guess who's having a mega meltdown over the new Pope. MAGA. MAGA.
Trump supporters are not happy with the new Pope, and they're making it known. From Reddit threads to political rallies, MAGA world is fuming. But what exactly did the Pope say that sparked all this outrage? And is this clash just beginning? This is bigger than politics. It's about power, faith, and the future of global influence. Let's break it down. First, let's rewind. The new Pope, more progressive than his predecessor, didn't hold back when he addressed nationalism, walls, and divisive leadership. In past comments, he criticized policies that align closely with the Trump administration, calling them anti-Christian in spirit and lacking compassion. Conservative influencers wasted no time firing back. Some labeled the Pope globalist. Others accused him of pushing a liberal agenda within the church. Hashtags like #NotMyPope started trending in MAGA circles. The reaction? Fierce. This isn't just outrage. It's a culture war flashpoint. The Vatican has long influenced billions, but now its direction is colliding with American populism. And for a movement like MAGA that thrives on loyalty, any voice, religious or not, that questions its core beliefs becomes a threat. What's wild is that many MAGA followers come from deeply religious backgrounds, yet they're now distancing themselves from the leader of the Catholic Church. This points to a bigger shift. Religion isn't leading politics anymore. Politics is leading religion. Hang on while we play you more interesting videos, then come back with more commentary, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it just now hit me. So the Catholic Church done messed around and elected a woke Pope, a woke Pope from Chicago. I love it. I love it. I love it. A woke Pope from Chicago. These conservative Catholics, these MAGA Catholics gotta bow down and kiss the hand of a woke Pope from Chicago. They're gonna be calling a woke Pope from Chicago His Holiness. I love it. I love it. Because this woke Pope, I looked at his history and he's been told 45, 47 and his mascara wearing vice president to STFU a couple times in the past. So Shout out to the conclave for the woke pope from Chicago.
Am I the only one enjoying the crash out over the Pope? MAGA is not happy. And I don't know why that makes me happy, but it does. MAGA is having an absolute nervous breakdown over the Pope because the Pope is against ashism, is against sending people to El Salvador without due process, is against rounding up people and kidnapping people from their homes, their schools, doctor's appointments, and everything else just to deport them without due process. He's a decent person who is anti-Trump, anti-Vance, pro-Pew Pew legislation. The guy is firing on all cylinders, to be completely honest. He even did a message in 2020 regarding George Floyd and how they were praying for his family. He has been active to what is going on in the world for a while. And this Pope, Pope Leo XIV, is American. He's from Chicago. So you would think that the super religious right would be on the Pope's side. People who, they're always using their religion to control someone's body or to control someone's life or who they can marry, who they can love, all this other stuff. You would think that people that religious would look at the Pope from America and be proud and be like, hey, he represents us. But no, they aren't like that. They call him woke, which literally everything that they don't like is woke. Like, I feel like they don't like people using ashes and this and that and all that kind of stuff. And the people on the left are like, hey, are we using ashes too much? No, you're not. No, you're not. Because it's completely disingenuous that people are even thinking that, because they use woke for literally everything that they don't like. I mean, honestly, if somebody goes around with rainbow socks, woke. But I digress. I think it is time to dispel with the notion that the people on the right who are pretending to be super religious, that they're just not. They're using their religion to grift. They're using their religion to not have to pay any taxes. They're using their religion to hate on marginalized groups that they think can't fight back. They are using their religion to radicalize people and make them hate others when the Bible doesn't even say any of the stuff that they're saying. It takes a certain amount of audacity to go against every single thing that your religion says and then use your religion for the reason for you doing that. What's amazing is half of these people don't even know that their book doesn't say that because they don't actually read it. If they did, they would be on the side of Pope Leo XIV, because Pope Leo XIV is following what their book says. Yes, he's Catholic, he's not Christian, but still the teachings of how you are supposed to treat people remain the same. But they don't want to follow the teachings of their own book. They want to use their own interpretations to hate on others and demonize others.
Yo, I keep watching this Pope shit, man. I'm laughing my ass off, man, and MAGA getting mad as a motherfucker, talking about he woke. Dude, you know that they picked him on purpose, right? As a response to the idiocracy that's going on here, right? And guess who's a part of the idiocracy? You. That's why you're mad. You're mad that he's not going to champion your bullshit. You're mad that you cannot use religion to try to justify your garbage mentality. You are not the good person here at all. If your mindset was, how do I get more money? To hell with everybody else, you are not a good person. If you were thinking, oh, how do I get rid of this person, and hurt this family to uplift my own, you are not a good person. If you're talking about, I'm pro-life, but you know that you don't give two fucks about what happens to that baby outside of the womb, you are not a good person. You know that you would flip the switch on somebody in Texas on death row in a heartbeat. Where's your pro-life?
Here's what I think. The MAGA backlash against the Pope isn't really about religion, it's about control. When faith leaders speak truth that challenges power, it rattles the system. The new Pope's message might be inconvenient for some, but maybe it's the wake-up call others need. If morality becomes partisan, then maybe the problem isn't with the message, it's with the mirror. What do you think? Has the Pope crossed a line? Or is MAGA just scared of being held accountable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you found this insightful, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk on global politics and culture. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical.